In this video, I'm going to share 3 essential questions that you need to answer if you have someone on your team who's not meeting expectations. Look, if you're spending time doing things that your team should be doing, or if you're putting up with a leader who's not delivering, or if you're just waiting for promising team members to step up a little bit more, then you've got a real problem. It's a huge drain on performance, it sucks your time, and it's going to really make getting to where you want to be really slow and difficult. So let's get to those 3 essential questions so that you can take action fast and achieve the progress that you need to make. Cue sound effect. First question, what's the actual behaviour? Very often I hear leaders complain that someone in their team isn't performing. But when I ask them why, they just get really generic. They're just not a high performer. They're just not really motivated. They don't really pay enough attention. I just inherited them. These are vague and non-actionable. So use what I call the video camera test. If I could actually video this person at the moment when they're not delivering, what would I see? Hi, boss. Get clear about the actual behaviour you're talking about. Second question. Have we actually aligned our expectations on this? You see, true leadership happens when we create powerful agreements that both people commit to. But very often I see leaders assume that the other person understands the standards that are expected. It just seems obvious to them. Why wouldn't they take ownership? Why wouldn't they let me know? Why wouldn't they ask me that question? But you have absolutely no idea about the experiences of other leaders that person's had. What that person had to do to be successful with other managers. So don't assume that they understand your expectations. My other manager said I had to do this. Instead, have a conversation where you explicitly outline what you're looking for. Check that they have any questions or problems with that, and then create an explicit agreement about what success looks like. Question 3 is, what's the decision? Tolerate, terminate, or transform? Well, one option is just to tolerate the patterns of behaviour in our team that we know are not healthy or high performing. Just put up with it, but we get what we're willing to tolerate. And is this really the leadership that you aspire to? Everything seems fine to me. Another option is to terminate and let go of the employee. People make 2 mistakes here. Either they terminate too soon, before they've really given the other person a game that they can win, and they end up having to go through all that expensive process of firing, of recruiting, and onboarding and training a new person. The other mistake is to terminate too late, long after it's become really obvious that this person doesn't have what it takes or doesn't want to step up into their new level of impact. Finally, transform. This is the game changer, and it really forces you as a leader to ask some hard questions. Do you believe that people can learn new habits and behaviours? Do you believe that people can actually change their mindset? Are you confident in your own skills to reliably shift things? And if not, do you have the people or the structures around you to help that person make the transformation? Let me give you the example of Simon. Simon was a C-suite leader, and when I was brought in, the chief executive had basically decided to exit him from the organisation. They'd even hired a headhunter. However, I knew the chief exec quite well, and he said, Richard, see what you can do with this person. They've got some good characteristics, but I just don't think they have what it takes. So I went through the exact process I just mentioned. We got really clear on the precise behaviours at stake. We created a real clear picture of success that everybody understood. And then we went through a structured process of transformation. Within a period of about 2 to 3 months, Simon had become the right-hand man of the CEO. He'd completely turned it around. It turned out that he had tons of great skills and experience, but there were just 1 or 2 key behaviours which were letting him down. Once we resolved that, everything changed. So that's it. What's the actual behaviour? Have we aligned our expectations? And will you tolerate, terminate, or transform? I'd love to hear about your own experience of dealing with underperforming team members. But for now, why not do that subscribey-wibey thing, and I'll see you soon.